Good morning, grade 11s. So to prepare for tomorrow's term test, I have made up a question that will help you to prepare for tomorrow's question in the test. Not the same, but it is similar. So I did post this to you also, the question separately as a picture, but I'm going to read you the question just again. So they give you the incomplete front view, left view, and top view. Question is, complete the front view and then develop the surface for the pentagonal prism, so this one. Something else, you don't have to use my numbering system, but I added the numbers in the question so it's easier for you to follow. First thing I want to point out, when I was drawing this picture, I realized it's quite challenging to draw the pentagon in the middle of the left view, because your information is limited. So what I did, and this is something to remember also in EGD, I first made a separate auxiliary view, for the pentagon to scale 1:1. Then I could go and just measure distances what I need with my ruler to get this. So just remember, if you ever get a question and there's not enough information to answer it, the best solution is just to redraw that part of the picture to work it out and put it in, because then you can measure from the picture itself. Okay, step 1 is to finish the front view. Now I use 2 steps to do this. Let me write it down here. I'm going to write it here. Step 1, the lines. So I first just worry about the distances of the lines, and in step 2 then I connect them. So I also do the lines first and then I connect. What you have to keep in mind is that in order to see this front view, if you were standing at the top view and I would have drawn myself on the top view, this would have been me. And imagine I'm really small. There's my head, there's my arms, there's my feet. Remember, you're looking at me from a top view. So I always in my head ask myself, what do I see first? What do I see second? And so on. So we see line B first, then C, then A, then D, and then E. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, let's start. B. So I'm going to complete the lines first. So project this up. Okay, so there's my line went up, and where your B line on your front view and the top view where they meet, that's the length of B. Okay, so there's B, done. Next, C, because that's second, B, C, take that up. C, okay, there's C, A, now we need to be careful. B and C was in front of corner 5, but now A is behind it. So what do you think will happen? It will be hidden detail. So in other words, from there to there, it's hidden because it's behind the corner. You can't see it. D, alright, D is behind C, so we can't see it. But what I'm going to do is, I'm in a pencil, but I'll do it with a pen, just so you can see it. I'm going to make a little note there for myself, that's where D ends. So D is a bit shorter than C, but you can't see it because it's parallel with D, C. Okay, let's go to E. Same concept with E. E is also a bit shorter than B, but it's parallel, so you can't see it. So I'm just making little construction notes for myself. Now, that was lines, so we've made all the lines. Now we need to connect them together. So I'm looking at the left view also to help me. Let's first start with something easy, like from B to C. B to C is just, so we're going to connect B and C together. There's no corner that they have to wrap around, it's just a straight line. So from B to C. Okay. So that's done. Let me just make a tick there. So B and C is done. Okay, next, let's see. Okay, all the others has corners, so now we can just do anything. So let's first do A to B. Now look carefully. I'm going to start at B towards A, but A and B is separated by corner 5. Okay, look at the top view, corner 5. So it's going to wrap around it. So what do? You have to include the corner on your front view. So there's the corner where it touches A and B. So make a little mark on line 5. Okay, so I'm going to draw it straight to that little dot. And now it's hidden detail. And remember, extend your 5 as well because the corner is there, so it hides the rest. Okay. So A and B is done. Now let's do C and D. C and D. Will we be able to see C and D? No, it's there, but it's exactly behind each other. But just to remember, just to describe this, it goes to 5 and then back to D. Okay, so you can't see it. Okay, so C and D is done. Okay, let's go D to E. Now again, look, D goes to E, and there's a little, there's corner 6 in its way. Okay, D to E. D to E, and there's a corner there. So again, where the corner 6 overlaps E to D, bring it to the front, make a little mark there. Okay, so D to E. And remember, everything is now hidden detail because it's at the back. This. Then back. That's why I made a mark at E. We have one more left. E back to A. I just realized I did it to 5. Sorry, it has to be to 6. My bad. Let's try it again. Sorry, let's try it again. So it's corner 6, not 5. I was looking at 5. Let's try it again. So it's there. Then from D towards E, but only first straight to that line. And then E. And then E to A. So E first goes to that corner, and then E to A, there. Okay, so do you see? So there's the entire answer. Let me just make it a bit more clear where I can. Okay, so there's the development, and now let's open up the prism. Now there's space here left, so I'm going to draw it there. Okay, now remember, the pentagon has 5 sides. I'm going to fold it open. Okay, and let's open it up at A. And I just extend lines out. How far, I don't know. We're going to work it out. We'll work it out now. Okay. Now with the surface development, I do the same thing. Step 1 would be lines and then connect them together. Okay, so let's just get the distance of A, B, C, D, E, and A again. Where can you get them from? Either from here or from your top view. Now, since you can see on the video this more clear, I'm going to use this. So A is there. Okay, then B, C, D, remember D is behind C, that's why I made a little mark there for myself. D, E is also a bit shorter than B and it's behind us, so okay, so now I've done all the lines, but now we have to connect, remember the corners in between. So is there a corner between B and C? No, so B and C is fine. Between A and B, yes. Now, so you need 2 things. Where on this line is the corner and the height of the corner. Now the where is easy. I'm going to measure from B towards A to where the corner 5, 5 is there. So from B towards A, there. And And then to get the corner itself, go back to your front view. It's between A and B, so it's the shortest corner. So it's from there to there. Or from your top view, come on, move it, from there to there. Because that's the corner. Now between B and C, no, nothing. Between C and D, between C and D there's a corner as well. Get the distance. D to C. D to C. Where do you get the distance again? Remember, it's corner A, 5, sorry, so it's there to there. Then it's D to E. D to E is, now remember, D to E is now corner 6, the other corner. So D to E, so there. Now the distance from D to E is the shortest distance from corner 6. So I'm going to measure it from there to there. D to E. And then back to then E to A. Again, corner. I want to measure from A to E. You can do it from E to A as well. It's just the distance is so small. I prefer to always take the bigger side. And then again, the shortest distance from there to there. From 6 to the edge. So there's all the dots. Then the only lines upwards you have to darken is the main folding line. So that's for A, E, D, C, B, and A. Connect everything together, and there's the development, so the developed surface. If you open up at a different line, then it will look different from mine, but the answer will still be the same. There. Alright guys, thank you. Just remember, tomorrow in the test I will specify in the question where to open up, so which seam, so that the answers look the same.